Hello, this is Annalisa from Faith Dream Crate, and welcome back to my channel. Today I actually have a wedding card for you. I have a few weddings coming up this summer, so I have been playing and creating some wedding cards, and I'm going to be using the stamp set from Stamptember 2021 with Simon Says Stamp from Reverse Confetti. It is called Autumn Blessings. So I am going to stamp the vase out 3 times along this card to create a slimline card. So this set is no longer available as it was an exclusive for Stamptember 2021, but there is definitely other stamp sets similar out there. I can even link to a few if I remember, but don't be afraid to pull out your stamp sets and do something a little bit different. I didn't have any wedding specific stamps in my stamp collection, so what can you use instead? So I have this flower in a vase that I can stamp up, add a wedding sentiment, a congratulations, and voila. Maybe you can even use a car and add some wedding themed things in, and the sentiment, you don't have to have a wedding specific stamp set or a birthday specific stamp set. Think outside the box and dream up the perfect card for the recipient. So I'm just using the Memento Tuxedo black ink and then coming back in with the Simon Says Stamp embossing ink, and then using some clear embossing powder on it, and then heat setting that. And then I will go ahead and stamp it out 2 more times and continue the process. I only show you the coloring for one of them because it took me quite a while to color in all 3 of these images and add all of the different shading in that I end up doing, and we would have had a very long video. So yes, going to complete this process and move on to the coloring. This was such a fun card to create, and just to think, how can I stretch my stamps to create this card? And I have one more wedding card that I need to make this summer, so I will see what I come up with. But yes, so excited, and Stamptember is coming up pretty soon. After July, there's only 1 more month till Stamptember. So if you like some of these stamp sets that I've been sharing, maybe your favorite company will come out with an exclusive that you would really like to have or really like to add to your collection. So definitely check out Stamptember coming up soon. I'm really excited. So now the final stamp is going down, and then I will repeat the process and to get this all embossed up so I can do some distress ink watercoloring with my mini cubes, which is one of my favorite ways to color. And I've been doing it a lot more lately, and it has been so nice and so relaxing, and I love the results. Alright, let's heat set this and then we will move right on. Ta-da! I love this process. It's just so mesmerizing watching the powder melt. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the coloring. So I'm only going to be using about 4 colors of distress ink, and then I'm using the Tim Holtz Fine Nib Detailer brush. And I love it. It was perfect for all of these little details in the sunflowers and the leaves. And then I do bring in some orange just to add some definition to the flowers. Add a little bit more pop of color. And as you can see, I am just taking the mini ink cube, smushing it on to my glass mat, and then there's already water in the paintbrush in the barrel, and I'm able to pick it up and just get to painting. So here I'm bringing in that orange just to add a little bit more dimension to these flowers. And then I will bring in the green on the leaves, and then of course the water in the vase. And I leave the background white. I really wanted these flowers and the water in the vase to just stand out and have the white background just be blank, and for these flowers to pop off of the card. And the green mixed a little bit with the water, but that is okay. We are going with it, and we are going to make this work. So once the water is all done, you're going to see all of them colored in. And then this is an older die set from My Favorite Things, which is a graduation die set. I'm not sure what it's called, but I do not know if it is available. If it is, I will link to it. But I love this congratulations, and it's perfect for a slimline card, so I pulled it out to add it to my wedding card. And then I have this Simon Says Stamp Tiny Words set. I will link to it down below as well. And it was the perfect finishing touch for my card. So I put To the Happy Couple, and that set comes with so many different sentiments to work with for all occasions that you can add to your cards. So super cool. So I'm just cutting this down, this die from My Favorite Things. I'm going to pop out all the little pieces, and I'm going to start adhering this to the card and getting the sentiment into place and finishing this up. So I love how this just fits right here along the bottom, and it's in black, so it just stands out. And then I'm going to stamp the other sentiment here in some clear embossing ink from Simon Says Stamp, and then I will use white embossing powder to make it stand out on the black cardstock. And I was using my powder tool there so that the embossing powder sticks to where you want it. So then here is the white embossing powder. And then I will heat set that and get it all done. And then just cut it out to get it all ready to go on. I'm using my scrapbook.com fine detail scissors to do this because they were on my desk or ready to go. And just seeing how I want to go ahead and do this. How do I want this layout to work? And then I'm going to bring in my Barely Art glue in the fine detail tip to add the glue to this very detailed sentiment congratulations. It's a pretty small area, so I definitely wanted my fine detail tip, and then I will get that adhered down. And that is pretty much going to finish up the card once the sentiment is down. So I'll add this strip in, and I add a little bit more. I add some glitter over the congratulations because this card needed a finishing touch and it needed to shine because it's a wedding card. And why not? All the glitter and all the shine. And then I left it alone and didn't add anything else. And I really love how this card turned out. I love that it's got the 3 vases and flowers across the slimline card. I just really love the simplicity of it. And yeah, if you like this card, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you join me here as I share my crafting journey and inspire you along the way.